Excuse me, I'm salary. You can't tell me nothing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for whatever time you are watching this video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk about my success with finding a clinical job. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really am excited. Like, I'm tired right now from recording, but I'm excited internally because my hard work is paid off. I got the certificate, you know what I mean? I got the degree, okay? And I am here. I made it, you know. I'm in a role now where I'm going to be providing therapeutic interventions to people. So I was able to find a job. I'm going to be working as a kinship counselor. And so essentially it's going to be building off of my experience with child welfare to where I am providing counseling to caregivers, you know, aunts, uncles, people that are taking care of someone else's child in the dependency system. So the caregivers. And, you know, my first week went really, really well. On my first day, I don't know, I wasn't nervous, surprisingly, now that I think about it. I wasn't nervous, but I kept telling myself, you know, act like you've been here before, you know, just embody that, even though this is something that's new and you have a lot to learn, just act like you've been here before. I want to embody okay, I am the clinical professional and I have the education. Like, I want to embody that, like, I know what I'm doing, and I don't want to feel like, even though I will have some questions, I know for sure I'm going to research in advance, and, you know, I know I'm going to over prepare for the very first clients that I work with, and I'm going to do what I have to do. But I was just like, you know, I don't want to take it and I don't want to not be confident in myself to the point where it becomes a thing where I'm negative. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that. You know, like, I want to be confident in myself. That's pretty much what I was trying to embody with that. Act like you've been here before. I am an introvert, and I'm also the type of person where social interactions drain me. Like, they do drain me. I just need my alone time. And of course, in the back of my mind, I was like, should I be in this field, you know? Or should I work towards in counseling? Because that's a lot of client contact. But honestly, this week, one thing that has helped me is like being active, working out, just kind of helps me get all of the social interactions that I feel like drain me. Like, working out kind of lets that move through my body, and I don't know, that was really helpful for me this week. I did shadow for my first week. That's going to be like my first 2 weeks is mostly shadowing and seeing how the other counselors, how they interact with their clients, and, you know, the techniques that they're using. And so for a couple that I did see, and the counselor confirmed, like, yeah, you are kind of going to have to use case management a lot of the times because we're kind of filling in that gap when the caregiver can't get in contact with the case manager. So I was like, okay, that's good. I got this. So worst case scenario, you know, they throw something at me and I handle it like a case manager. I do want to talk about really quickly just how my career has built upon itself, because initially I started off in child welfare, and now X amount of years later, 2016, X amount of years later, I'm able to capitalize off of that and utilize that wealth of knowledge that I learned to help caregivers, because they're thrown into the system, they're going to have questions, so I have that knowledge to fall back on. As a targeted case manager, that job was more insurance based because it was a for-profit agency. Hopefully you guys can't hear my dog. He's cleaning himself, but hopefully you can't hear him. Anyways, so that job was insurance based, so it was very, very strict on, okay, you go out, you make contact with them, you have X amount of days, you complete the service plan, you complete the assessment, and these days always have to remain compliant. And we were responsible for billable hours in that role, so that's something that I don't necessarily have to use, not the billable hours portion, but I do have to use, okay, remaining compliant with the file and staying on top of dates and getting this signed in X amount of time. So that's what I do have to build on. So I just wanted to reflect on that, I guess, because I think it's a great thing when that happens and it just aligns like that, because I didn't do it on purpose. I really didn't, but I'm grateful that everything is all kind of tying in as best as it can into my new position. Overall, like I said, the week was great. I was mostly shadowing, talking with my supervisor, and they actually prepared, I wish I had it in front of me, but they prepared this binder for me, and it gives me some example support service plan, I think is what they call it. The support plan is what we create, like the treatment plan. So they have a template of that. They have some resources in there. And so that was really good. That was helpful for me. They included some worksheets that I could utilize with the caregivers. They kind of let me know, you are going to be talking about self-care with them. You're probably providing psychoeducation about the dependency system, about trauma that the children might experience. You're probably going to be providing parenting, how they should be talking to the child and things like that. So it kind of gave me like areas to kind of look into. They did bring up grief. Grief is a big thing. So they kind of gave me an idea of like where I can start looking up the research and things like that. The thing that I kind of want to tie it into is on the last day, so on Friday, we had to be at a all-team meeting with a case management agency, and so it was kind of surreal to be at an all-team meeting. And the last time I was at an all-team meeting, I was as a case manager, and so it was like kind of crazy to be on the side and like be a part of the meeting but not a part of the meeting. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've come full circle. I left here to come over here. Like, I left case management to go back to school to get my degree, and now I'm here. Like, it was just a surreal moment, and I just really feel like I'm at the beginning of an exciting journey. And of course, I want to take you all along as much as possible. I'm here as the newbie on the scene, and I'm just trying to document it because it's like, okay, we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know like what techniques I'm trying to learn. And that's one thing about school, is like you're going to learn new things. And then once you get out of school, it's like you kind of have to put yourself in situations to do different things. Like you don't have to, you can come home and watch TV all day, work, watch TV. Like you don't have to push yourself to do anything. But in this new journey, I do have to push myself. I do have to learn. I do have to, be in uncomfortable situations and grow. But I'm going to bring you all along. I'm going to try to be vulnerable in this process. And, if there's anybody out there that, just graduated and, they haven't necessarily started, or they have started, we can talk, we can have a little community about this. And, as always, I'm here to help. I'm always here to help. I'm always here to answer any questions. If somebody requests a YouTube video, I definitely try to make it or answer your questions in the comments. So, as always, if you have any comments, questions, or critiques, please leave them down below in the comment section, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Since you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to assume you like me just a little, just enough to check out my second channel, Rewatch Rewind with Rena, where I break down movies from before 2010. A link is in the description box. Okay, I'm leaving for real now. Bye.